Hi, my name is Andrew and I would like to talk a little bit about the application we present to the Android contest. The name is Onthego, and it's about all these things we have at our places, like books, games, movies, that probably we never use at all. So the point of the application is to allow us to share these things with people we know, to share or to buy, to sell things, and to stuff. The advantage of doing this with a handset are mainly two of them. The first one is that almost all modern phones comes with a camera, so probably you will be able to just take a picture and publish your items. And the second one is that they come with Bluetooth. So Bluetooth is really important for us because it allows us to discover the people you know, your friends, in an automatic way, so you will not have to add your contacts manually like in other applications. Since Bluetooth is not completely defined in the Android platform, we have created a simulator to see what happens when we exchange messages with other users with Bluetooth. And at the same time, it allows us to play a little bit with the application we present to the contest. So the simulator itself comes with a bunch of instances of a class man, that is basically the movement of a particular man. And the first thing we present is the discovery algorithm. It's basically just a simple algorithm that broadcasts a message every half an hour to save battery, to discover which are the contacts we see in our office, in the bar, etc. And since the goal was not to implement a discovery algorithm in a simulator, since we want to move this to the Android platform, the first thing we have to do is to split these two instances and define the interface between them and create kind of a communication protocol to exchange messages over a wireless line. So what we present inside the Android program we have sent to you is this discovery algorithm, the logics of the application itself, and the user interface, and that comes inside the Android platform. At the same time, we also include this communication protocol to interact with our emulator. So in this line we can play with multiple instances of our program, and we can even see what happens between the interaction of our program and other mans that runs in the same city. So let's play a little bit with the emulator and the Android program we present. Here we see user number 0, and we can even select it. This user is basically an instance of the application that is running on another computer running the emulator, the Android emulator, with our program, and it's connected with this emulator through a socket. Here we can see in this other computer the application itself. We can see this starting menu, and we can even see what are the items we would like to share with the rest of users. We see that we have just one item to share, and basically coming back to the emulator, we see this green box here. This is basically the element we would like to share with the rest of users. We have this user number 1, user number 2, and user number 3, and they are also instances of the application running on different computers on the same network. During the simulation, we will see other users that are not real users in the sense that they are not instances of our application. They are just instances of the class man running inside the emulator with the discovery algorithm. We have also this empty building and this also empty building. They are the workplace and the bar. So these are just places where a lot of people share the same room for a while. So if we select user number 0 and we speed up the time with this speed control, we see here that we can just go faster and slower with the time during the simulation. So if we just run a little bit until 9 o'clock, now our user of interest is at work. We can see a couple of things here. The first one is this green line. This is the Bluetooth coverage. It's basically meant which are the contacts that you can see and you can exchange Bluetooth messages, and these green lines are the Bluetooth connections. It's important to realize that this doesn't mean that you are exchanging Bluetooth messages, because our algorithm only sends messages every half an hour to discovering the contacts that are in the same room in order to automatically add them to your contact list. So this is basically to save battery. So the other point to realize here is these red lines. They show if the discovery algorithm of user number 0 is able to detect if the users are in the same room or not. So it takes a while to detect the user, since if you see a new user with the Bluetooth, it doesn't mean that it's a friend of you. Probably you can see a user at the street, and that doesn't mean that you see that contact every day. So the point is that it will take 3 days to detect if these contacts are periodic contacts, are friends, or are just contacts that you see one day. So let's move forward to the 3rd day. And welcome back. This is our 4th day. This is day number 3. We started with 0. And we see that half of the users come with white and half of the users come with red. That basically means that the discovery algorithm is detecting some of them as periodic contacts. Contacts that we have seen 3 days in a row, so they can be added to the contact list. So this is done in an automatic way. We also see that some of the users have exchanged some of the packages. So this means that the broadcasting protocol to broadcast messages, that elements you want to share, has started. If we run a little bit more, we will see that at the end, almost all of the users become periodic contacts. All of them will come with white. We also see that during some periods of time, some of them become unavailable. That doesn't mean that the algorithm doesn't detect them. That means that for a while, they have not been seen in the room. So they are just discarded for a while. But at the end, for instance, now, all of them comes with white. So if we move forward a little bit until 5 o'clock in the afternoon, we will see that some of the users will go to the bar. Okay, now we are in the bar. We can see that the 4 users that are in the same room that our user of interest, number 0, are not considered periodic contacts. It's basically take a while to detect contacts in the same room. Remember that we are just broadcasting messages every half an hour. So if we take some time interacting with the rest of users, they become periodic contacts in time. All of them are white contacts. Depending on the particular movement of the user, they will become sooner or later contacts, periodic contacts. So it will maybe take more days for some users that share the room but not the same. For instance, they are a little bit far from you. So let's just move forward until the end of the day. So this has been 1 day in our simulation. We can, with this software, we can simulate more sophisticated days. We can even more sophisticated situation when multiple instances of the application exchange messages or exchange more elements to share. And but in this first video, we just wanted to show the basic idea with 4 packages, these 4 colors in the emulator, with 4 users connected to the emulator. So I hope you enjoyed the video and thank you very much for your time.